Hey Katie, thanks so much for asking me to share what I think about punishment and rewards and parenting and children and all of that. The first thing that comes to mind is, I don't punish or reward my children depending on their behavior because I feel like that really extrinsically motivates them. Meaning they're doing it because they're being told, because they're going to receive something, because they're afraid of getting punished. And really, that's not why I want them to do it. And so that's the first thing. The other thing that I realized is that shaming or embarrassing or, having like a dictatorship role as a mom, it might alter their behavior short term, but long term, I worry about, the damage that could come of that. And is it worth it? And to me, it's really not. The other thing that I've learned over just the few years that I've been a mom is that I've really challenged not my children's behavior and focusing on that, but really a shift in perspective of, questioning my own expectation. Why is it that I need my daughter to do X? What is that underlying motivator for me? And often it's because I feel pressure. I feel like I want approval. I want to be accepted. I want to look like the good mom, and I fear the discomfort of them acting out and me having to sit in that. I don't want to look like a bad mom, quote unquote. And so for me to detach myself from their behavior and to not take it personal has helped me feel more encouraged in those moments that, my child is struggling. And I can come alongside them without judgment and sit in that with them and help guide them through it as opposed to feeling pressured to fix it or to make it go away. The other thing that comes to mind is that kids really do want to please us. They want to make people happy. They're not trying to be quote unquote bad kids. They are good. And I think that when kids feel better about themselves, they want to do better. And so when we shame or punish, we really miss out on the opportunity to build our children up. The world, I feel like, is tough enough. The world enjoys telling people that they're not good enough, that they're not fast enough, that they're not successful enough. And I just don't want to be one more person in my child's life that does that to them. I really want to help build that skill set alongside them that says, I understand that you're not physiologically capable of doing this, and so I'm not going to expect that from you. An example is, it's like asking my child to climb, or scale Mount Kilimanjaro. And when they don't, me putting them in timeout, right? Like it doesn't make sense. We don't expect our child to be able to walk out there and climb Mount Kilimanjaro. It's just not part of their skill set. However, when a child acts out and doesn't behave how we think that they should, we forget that it's not a part of their skill set, that they need us to, hike alongside them up that mountain and point out the dangers and to talk about what they see and to provide that support and that acceptance for their pace along the journey. We don't expect them to just get on the top by themselves. And so I think that's an important concept to keep in mind too as a mom, is that our children need us to guide them. They don't need us to judge them or belittle them in the process. And so what does that mean, in the day-to-day struggles as a mom? Well, I have two young daughters, and so if say one of my daughters throws something or belittle them in the process. And so what does that mean, in the day-to-day struggles as a mom? Well, I have two young daughters, and so if say one of my daughters throws something or hits her sister, what do I do? If I don't punish or I don't reward for her brushing her teeth or doing the right thing, and I don't punish for her for doing the wrong thing, what do I do? Well, I will say I pay more attention to when she does things right. We have family rules, and I think that what we focus on grows. And so I do verbally tell her that that was a safe choice and I appreciate you helping, and I think that that was, you know, a good move or whatever. However, when it comes to punishment, it just doesn't work. We've tried it and it doesn't work. And what I realize now is that I just communicate the firm boundaries that we have in our house, meaning, you know, we don't hit each other in this house, and that's not what we do with our hands. And if you want to hit something, you can go and hit this. You know, I give an opportunity to express that energy, but I make a clear and firm no, we don't hit each other. However, what I find even more important is looking beneath the behavior. So if she's hitting, it's not because she's mad at her sister, although it might look that way in the moment, or it's not because she's just being naughty and sassy or whatever in the moment. Oftentimes it's because she hasn't had any time with me. Oftentimes it's because she maybe needs to go to sleep a little earlier. So there's an unmet need that I find if we punish, we tend to overlook that. And then what happens is it perpetuates the behavior. And so again, we miss the opportunity to connect and to really meet those needs of our children when we focus so much on the behavior that they're expressing and then, you know, deciding, do we punish or do we reward this? And so those are my thoughts. I think if there's one thing to leave you with is this: children are good. We don't have to fix them. We don't have to speed them up to meet our needs. We just need to wholeheartedly, radically love and accept them, and be there to support them with a safe environment and gentle reminders along the way. Other than that, kids are brilliant and they know what they're doing. And I really do believe that they can teach us a lot more than we can ever teach them. So thanks, Katie, for putting this together. I hope that this video series helps some people. I'm honored to be a part of it. And that's it. Have a fabulous day.